This is Chilling Tales for Sleepless Nights, Midnight Horror Stories. Written by Yash and performed by Yash. Story 1. The Collector of Final Heartbeats. Marcus had been working at Riverside Mortuary for 12 years when the whisper started. At first, he thought it was just the old building settling, the pipes groaning. Or maybe his mind playing tricks after too many late nights alone with the dead. But then he realized the sounds were coming from inside his head. It began with Mrs. Henderson, a sweet old lady who'd passed peacefully in her sleep. As Marcus prepared her body, carefully applying makeup to give her family one last beautiful memory, he heard it. A faint whisper, like an echo bouncing around inside his skull. "Tell my granddaughter I hid the jewelry box behind the false wall in the attic." Marcus froze, his hands trembling as he held the makeup brush. Dead people don't talk. Dead people don't have thoughts. But there it was again, clearer this time. Mrs. Henderson's voice, urgent and desperate, repeating the same message over and over until Marcus finally whispered back, "I hear you." The voice stopped immediately. That night, Marcus couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about Mrs. Henderson's granddaughter, Sarah, whom he'd met at the viewing. She'd been crying about her grandmother's medical bills, worried about losing the family home. The next morning, Marcus called the funeral home and asked them to pass along an anonymous message about checking the attic. 2 days later, Sarah called to thank them. She'd found a jewelry box filled with diamonds and gold coins her grandmother had been saving for emergencies. Marcus told himself it was a coincidence. Maybe he'd overheard someone talking about it. Maybe Mrs. Henderson had mentioned it before she died, and somehow his subconscious remembered. But deep down, he knew the truth was far more terrifying. The voices came more frequently after that. Every body that passed through his preparation room brought new whispers, new final thoughts echoing in the moments between heartbeats. A teenager who died in a car crash kept repeating his girlfriend's phone number, begging Marcus to tell her he was sorry. A businessman who'd had a heart attack whispered stock tips and the location of his will. A young mother who died of cancer sobbed about her children, pleading for someone to make sure they remembered how much she loved them. Marcus started a notebook, writing down every message, every desperate final thought. He began reaching out to families, always anonymously, always carefully. A phone call here, a letter there. Helping the dead say goodbye properly. He told himself he was doing good work, helping people find closure. But then came the warnings. It started with Thomas Brennan, a construction worker who'd fallen from a building. As Marcus worked on reconstructing his damaged skull, Thomas's voice filled his mind. Different from the others. Frantic. Terrified. "Something's coming," Thomas whispered urgently. "It's been waiting. Watching. The hearts. It needs the hearts when they stop. It's been feeding on our final moments." Marcus nearly dropped his tools. "What's coming? What are you talking about?" "You can hear us because you're connected to it now." Thomas's voice grew weaker. "Every heartbeat you collect, every final thought you absorb, you're becoming its vessel. It's been using you to harvest what it needs." The next body was Jennifer Walsh, a nurse who died of a sudden stroke. Her final thoughts hit Marcus like a physical blow. "The thing that feeds on dying hearts," she gasped inside his mind. "It's ancient. Older than death itself. It's been growing stronger with each soul you've helped. Each message you've delivered feeds it more power." Marcus stumbled backward, his vision blurring. "That's impossible. I was helping people." "You were marking them." Jennifer's voice was fading fast. "Every family you contacted, every person you helped. You left its scent on them. It can find them now. It can taste their grief, their pain. It's been following your trail, feeding on the emotions you helped create." The workshop fell silent except for Marcus's ragged breathing. He looked around at the pristine preparation room, the gleaming tools.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?